I really hate to be on here doing this or even sounding like this, but the landscape of the DC universe is just, at the current moment, it's not doing too good. And I honestly, I want to be able to come over here and get on this microphone sometimes and just have a good time, especially when it comes to talking about the IP and their characters that I actually got some love for. Because Marvel, I want all the smoke, of course, always. It's always up. It's up and it's stuck. I never want to see them do good, really. Unless it's Blade. Outside of that, miss me, brother. Nah, Iron Man too. Let me stop lying. Blade, Iron Man. Outside of that, well, X-Men too. You got my boy Scott in there. You got Scott Summers. You know, I guess so. That's my guy right there. Anybody outside them three, I don't care. But DC this year, matter of fact, since they've been under James Gunn rule, they haven't been able to catch a break. You had the Superman film that succeeded. The highest grossing domestic Superman film, but it sold less tickets domestically than Man of Steel. It also brought in less money than Man of Steel, but somehow we still want to keep considering that film a win.
Of all of the things in the world that have never happened, that has never happened the most. That is the most didn't happen shit of all time.
Whatever. You know, I can't cure an idiot. That's something I can't cure. But when we start talking about his follow-up, Supergirl, doesn't look good at all. This film is looking like it's gonna lose over $100 million. This may be the biggest flop in movie history in quite some time. This is how bad it's looking for Supergirl. I'm feeling itchy to do a video, and we gonna talk about Supergirl, the movie that was doomed to fail.
You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
So let's go ahead and get into today's quick hit. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy, Chuck. And you know I love to come to you, off the cuff with all that comic book movie stuff. Let's get into today's news and let's talk about it. Supergirl projections have came out. And my, oh my, what can I say? And what can I do to show you how much this movie is going to lose for them? This movie will not bring in any money. We are looking at the box office projections that was put out by Box Office Theory. You know, my boy Sean Robbins over there, founder and president. He's reviewed the numbers and he has compared Supergirl to other films. He's estimating this film will bring in anywhere in its opening weekend $47 million to $65 million. And that's just domestic. Now, just to put that into perspective for you guys and let you know how bad that is, and these are the numbers that are coming off the top of my head. Captain America, Brave New World, that movie opened up, I think it was right at $85 million. So you telling me Supergirl can't even clear the fake Captain America? And that movie bombed, was a big bomb for Marvel. Contributed to one of their worst years ever. Fiscally, since the MCU was incepted. Last year, they were getting toe up from the flow up. Now, for this to be opening, having a box office opening less than that, that just tells you right then and there. The writing is on the wall. I don't understand why this movie even got greenlit. But again, I have been screaming this the whole time. I have literally been screaming this the whole time. When he announced that slate, my neck turned cocked. What? Supergirl?
Oh, yeah, that sounds pretty dumb.
What is James Gunn really doing over there at DC? It's not making no sense. And these numbers and these projections, it's all lining up now. It seems like the public is even catching on to this. Because you look at this film, keep in mind, people, this movie needs to make $425 million to break even. Box office theory, they got this movie completing this worldwide run. They giving it an estimation from anywhere from well, they only gave it $300 million. That's where they saying it'll end up landing after it's had its domestic and international run. Now, I'm no genius. No, I'm far from a genius. But, you know, $300 million, it sounds like it's a lot less than $425 million. Doesn't sound like, you know, anything was made there. In fact, it sounds like it's the opposite. You're in the negatives, pal. But that's because you all, and not per se Paramount, who's going to be, no, this is not, the Paramount deal hasn't finalized yet. So it's still going to be in David Zaslav's lap. This is on you, jackass, and James Gunn. The guy who thought he had the formula when all you have ever done is worked on and produced bullshit campy ass superhero movies like Guardians of the Galaxy, like The Suicide Squad. I don't understand why James Gunn thinks he can just toil around in the trash and just pull out a piece of gold, pull out a piece of trash and turn it into a piece of gold. Like, no, bro. Go get a character who got some history behind him, who actually has a solid fan base behind him. Because if this was a Wonder Woman movie, I really don't think these projections would be looking like this. And I think Wonder Woman would have a better chance in the box office combating films like Toy Story 5 and Spider-Man. DC is cooked this year. Supergirl is cooked as a film, a property, and an IP. All that's done. After this, they gonna see why they should never put her up on the screen without her cousin. Yeah, this is it. I've been saying it. And I'm happy we got some numbers that are finally coming out and backing this up, because I just knew I wasn't crazy. I've known that me being the biggest Superman fan that I am, and I don't even care about Supergirl. That should let you. I don't even care about her. And Superman's my favorite hero. I could care less. How about this? I care more about John Henry Irons than I care about that girl Carr. How about that? I don't give a damn about Supergirl.
Oh, fine, no. That ain't.
So I'm confused. Like, again, you get what you give. You getting what you give. That poor ass profit in return this movie's gonna bring you is because you brought us a piss poor character. Yeah. As you can see, this don't make me mad, or, you know, actually I'm quite happy. I hope this movie comes out and does even worse than these numbers, so they can just expedite getting James Gunn the fuck up out of there. He doesn't know what he's doing. If you're excited to see the film, let me know down below. If you like the video, I would appreciate it if you left me a like. If you know you didn't like the video, go ahead and type that dislike button. You know, do you, man. It's free world. I ain't mad at you. But again, everybody that's watching, if you have an opinion, I also would appreciate the comment. You know, I like to go back and forth sometimes. You know, I like to get my blood boiling. But it has been your boy Chuck, and we out.